Hello friends, hope you are well and keeping cool in the early summer heat. Welcome to the Did It Report, the weekly show about our nation's broadband network, telcos, and everything else that's Aussie tech. We have a great show for you today, keeping it short and sharp. Like the pain you get when you see an item you bought last week 50% off on Black Friday, I mean, what did I expect, at Harvey Norman's of all places. Just kidding, the pain is long and blunt, like today's episode, unfortunately. Look, Black Friday has come and gone. I managed to snag a few goodies for Christmas gifts and some tech that I will get to review on this channel, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments below if you managed to get an amazing deal. Some folks have said it was an average one this year. I think it wasn't too bad, and I remember Cyber Monday is coming up, and that might rescue a few of you tech folk out there. So, our stories today consist of tax, money, cuts and rules, very similar to Netflix The Irishman, which I highly suggest you watch if you like a good classic gangster flick. It's probably Martin Scorsese's best, and it's 3.5 hours long. Alright, first up, the federal government has reintroduced legislation that lapsed in Parliament back in April, a tax on broadband services. You heard that right, but slow down, cowboy. Put the guns away and don't burn the flag just yet. Let me explain. This bill will bring a tax on non-NBN services, basically a monthly fee on NBN equivalent fixed line services. So not your general NBN connection, which already has the levy added into its pricing. This will be a cost on business and potentially residential connections, adding about $7.10 to each connection per month. Now the thing is, this is down from $10 that was suggested back in April. It was Labor back in 2016 who asked to reduce the amount, and well, they got their way. Why should these NBN equivalent services be charged? They might even be getting a better quality connection than NBN, so oh no, we have to tax that. Don't let them get away with that. Communications Minister Paul Fletcher reintroduced the Telecommunications Charge Bill 2019 without notice, which is just another way to say nobody read the documentation beforehand and turned up high in Parliament. You see, the door scanners don't scan for cocaine. So what are they going to do with that money, you might ask? Well, they have potentially maybe a couple of $100s that they will collect monthly, because there really isn't that many connections to tax. It will be pulled together for Friday pizza nights at NBN Co headquarters. You know, beer isn't cheap, and I don't know why, but I would imagine they drink VB and eat pizza from Pizza Hut because it has pizza in the name. And in case, the expected proceeds are to fund the future costs of commercially non-viable portions of its network, such as satellites, fixed wireless, and hopefully prevent future calls on the budget or public funds. But like I mentioned, there isn't that many connections like this, and the dollar amount is not going to make a dent in any budget, so why do this? Well, it's probably to force those people of private connections onto the NBN. Ultimately, the value is to have new NBN customers who have cables already laid and just need to flick the switch over. It's cheap, and you get a customer who's probably a business who's holding out, probably spending a lot per month. And remember, not many residential customers will be in this boat anyway. It feels pretty scummy, but this was coming for many years, and it's the businesses who are going to suffer. But then again, with $7.10, would that even deter a business who's paying, let's say, $400 a month? I don't know. The bill will activate on the 1st of July 2020, with Communications Minister Paul Fletcher saying this will underpin the ongoing availability of essential broadband services to all areas of Australia, particularly rural and regional Australia, and provide a transparent and fair funding mechanism that supports the long-term operation of NBN Co's loss-making fixed wireless and satellite networks into the future. Thanks, Minister, for those lovely words. Really makes me feel at ease, warm and cuddly inside. With that in mind, our last story is a bit more technical, but it is a positive one. The CVC has been a thorn in every RSP side with the rising costs and demand from users. CVC has been set per POI in the past, and if that point of interconnect wasn't using all of its allocated CVC, then it would go to waste, with the RSP paying for it but not really using all of the inclusion. So if you want to understand more about CVC, check out the video below in the description. But now NBN Co will allow RSPs to pool their CVC together across the country rather than each suburb. This should not only reduce their operating costs, but also help customers get better speeds during peak hour times. Now, the POI isn't per suburb, it's more of a collection of suburbs. There's about 121 of them across the nation. Think of it this way, when the eastern states have their peak hour, WA folk are still hard at work, chilling at the beach or at the pub, enjoying their lives, and with that, not using as much CVC. So that CVC will go grab a Qantas plane and jet over east to supplement them. And with the great connection that Qantas has to WA, the CVC will be back in time for dinner in WA. The move forms part of an NBN Co's response to its 5-month-long wholesale price review, and it is tipped to be welcomed with open arms by all RSPs. Here's what I wanted to say, except Telstra is always here to complain. Apparently not everyone is happy about it. Interestingly, Aussie Broadband has asked NBN Co to pull the CVC nationally before, implying it's a great idea. Telstra CEO Andy Penn expects to see no pickup or improvement in the economics of selling NBN services from the outcomes of a 5-month wholesale price review by NBN Co. At Telstra's Investor Day, Penn said that while NBN Co is obviously doing what they can do in responding to the market, new products and the ability to pull CVC bandwidth nationally would only have a limited impact. Now, I think the national aggregation of CVC would be great, to be able to dynamically reallocate spare capacity to areas of high demand at certain times. Instead of working hard, NBN Co would be working smarter. So Andy Penn, get back in your box and tell the investors that it's a good thing. In saying that, there is a lot, and there is so much more that NBN Co will have to do to achieve this. It's a lot of work. There's 121 points of interconnect. It's a pretty complex job to achieve this. A lot of technology, a lot of algorithms. So I commend NBN Co for agreeing with it, as originally we're a bit against it. NBN Co stated, NBN Co is changing the rules that govern the relocation of unused data capacity for the benefit of RSPs and customers. Previously, RSPs were only able to pull CVC within certain geographical areas associated with the POI to the NBN access network. However, from May 2020, NBN Co will extend the pooling mechanism to the national level across RSPs' fixed line and fixed wireless services. RSPs will be able to more effectively use purchased capacity to serve fixed and fixed wireless customers across all areas anywhere in Australia, making it simpler for retailers and helping them to manage costs. The company has promised to disclose details of the calculation methodology behind national pooling in a future regulatory filing. So NBN Co is targeting mid-2020 to introduce this change. And so NBN Co is targeting mid-2020 to introduce this change fairly slowly. I hope to end this show one day with, friends, it's done. Everyone has fiber and high-speed satellite. Go back to your homes and watch National Geographic in 8K. But for today, thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, then tap that like button. If you didn't, then smash that like button and take your anger out on the like button. And if you would like to see more content like this, then consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!